I'm trying to think of like I should have thought about this a little more, like how I think his move should go, because I'm on his wiki page just like frantically scrolling like, okay, what do we do?
Smash Ultimate is arguably the biggest crossover for video games. I truly believe that every character has at least a chance to make it into the game, some with higher chances than others. With only 3 slots left in the Fighter Pass, we're gonna try to figure out who has the best odds into making it in. Join me, Hayden Christ, and my friend Nathan Sandage as we pick a character and discuss their chances into making it in. This is What Are the Odds? Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode here on the, what are we calling this show? What are the odds?
I don't know, we've talked about doing this for months.
Yeah, I mean,
was that it? Sure.
I wanted to call it What Are the Odds? Where we basically talk about a character making it into Smash. I got a very special person, helping me host today. Mr. Nathan, can you please speak up?
Hello.
That's
oh my
you.
God, I'm special.
You are
that
very
makes
special.
Me feel so good.
Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So while we're here, we're talking about Smash characters and specific video game characters and whether or not they have a chance to make it into Smash. So let's go ahead and pick our character. I think we all picked our characters off screen. And
we all two did.
All two of us. So should we start with your character today?
Sure, yeah. So I think what we're going to do is we'll each have a character, at least for right now, and then we'll just run through what we think their odds, hence the name of the show, of getting into the Smash Bros. Would be, and then just brainstorm like what their costumes would be, what their moves would be, and so on and so forth. And I think this is kind of a popular pick, but I think Dr. Eggman would be very, on the nose for what Smash Ultimate has been, which has been adding a whole slew of villain enemies into this. And Sonic's got an assist trophy in Knuckles, and then just him.
Tails, right?
He's got 2 stages, right? No, Tails isn't an assist trophy.
No.
Because he's got Sonic Lost World and then Green Hill Zone.
That is true, yeah.
So, I mean, he's got that, but, it'd be... Oh, and Shadow's an assist trophy, that's right. But it'd be really cool to get another playable character, and as much as I would prefer it to be like another Tails or whoever, I think Eggman would be really fun, really interesting to have him there. I think his moves or how he would be kind of like Bowser Jr. in a way, where he's like in a little mech suit, and maybe he has a move where he gets out of it for a while. Maybe he can...
kind of like Metroid, where Samus will hop out of her suit.
Back
in Brawl.
Yeah, back in Brawl. Maybe it'd be something like that where it's not dependent on the final Smash, but maybe he's got the robot thing for a little bit, and then if it gets damaged, it explodes and he's out of it, and then he has a different moveset.
I find it very interesting. Yeah, so I think that's a great character. Sonic needs a lot more of representation inside of Smash. Because he's as arguably as big as Mario. Mario's got so much in Smash.
Yeah, Sonic,
even though, I mean, it's not Nintendo's IP, but Sonic is huge. Sonic is giant.
And I mean, the Sega and Nintendo have a great relationship, it seems, from the outside, because they do the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games every year since 2010 or something.
Well, let me ask you this, because we recently got Sephiroth announced. Do you think the audience or the Smash community would be upset at all receiving another villain character?
I think people will be upset no matter who gets in. That's just how it goes. And I don't think there's a lot. I think Robotnik's a popular theory, but I don't think a lot of people actually want him there. I think people are like, oh, that's cool. But...
I would be into Robotnik. I mean, I would prefer Tails or Knuckles or Shadow or even Amy over Dr. Eggman. Not saying he's not a bad character. It's just
if you have a save copy of Sonic Forces on your Switch, you can import your character from Sonic Forces into the game.
The OC!
Perfect.
Yes! Then he'll have his moveset.
Right.
You know, yeah, so Eggman, honestly a great pick for Smash. And that would leave
think
2 more slots open, yeah.
Yeah. And I think so. I feel like probably the most likely thing to happen would be he would be in his little hoverball thing, kind of like
with the
Bowser
chain
Jr.
on the
is in his
bottom.
little-
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think his moves would go into that because that hoverball like goes and attaches into different mechs and stuff. So it's that little thing is like his unit, and then he like puts it in a plane or he puts it on the wrecking ball thing or like stuff like that. So his moves could be something. So like his, I don't know, his like down air could be like he shoots that wrecking ball out, and then his forward air could be like he gets into like a car thing and like goes forward a little. Like I don't know, it could pretty much be anything. He could have one move where he summons some like he pulls some like robots out to like attack, to like attack right in front of him or something like that. And then for like costumes,
there's a lot of different Eggmans out there, yeah. So
yeah, there's like a really popular like it was like a concept art of him in like pajamas. Have you seen that?
I have seen that one. It's
that
one was supposed to compete with like Mario. That was
right. That's when he was going to be the main character, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously like Eggman Nega would be a good one to have there. And his final smash would probably just be bringing out like a robot army or something. And you know, honestly, they could pull in some moves from Sonic Adventure 2 where he like maybe it's just him in that walker and he shoots like the bullets in front of him, or he has a big laser cannon. What else? He has like a punching bag arm that comes out of that, and the hover boots on the mech. So I mean, that could obviously like translate over there, but I feel like they would probably want to encapsulate Eggman as a whole as opposed to just from one specific game. So I don't know.
The hover cart, it's very iconic, in my opinion, yeah. And that there's so many different versions of Eggman. Like there's the more rounder version of back when he was Eggman, he's a round man.
Oh,
and then,
yeah.
the Sonic, Adventure, Sonic Boom Eggman.
Yeah, the newer looking. Yeah. I feel like they probably do that, like, because that's the most Eggman we've seen is that like the beginning of 3D Sonic, like up until Boom, I guess. But even in Boom, he still looks kind of like that, where he's like the tall, like super long legs, long arms.
I'm gonna be honest, Nathan. I really like the Sonic Boom design of Eggman. I really like it. So
it's not bad. I need to pull it up.
Yeah, so he's got basically like this V-neck that like goes like and hides his neck. I think it's
got like a
great
like a real like he looks more like a normal human, normal human, but he looks less like an egg.
He does.
He doesn't look as much like an egg. I guess he's still no, actually, I think he looks more like an egg now that I'm looking at it. If you chop his head off, just look from like crotch to shoulders, that's an egg.
He's got the broad shoulders too. I like that. It's good.
Yeah.
It is good. I like the design. I should probably pull it up too, actually.
Yeah, and then obviously that would be another costume is a Sonic Boom costume. I mean,
there's so many different iterations, of Eggman.
You could replicate the pajamas, the original where it's just like the red, the black, and the yellow like V things, and then the current one. Oh, please God, I hope they don't put the Sonic 06 one. That Eggman is a monstrosity. He looks horrifying. That is just like. Oh, we want Eggman to be realistic and gross.
And definitely gross. We want him to be a grody boy.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I would like for his final smash maybe to feature like Metal Sonic or something.
Yeah,
and Chaos could be a thing. Like maybe all the villains that he's brought to fight Sonic for him
in Sonic Forces. Yeah.
I mean, all that's coming off the top of my head. Like Infinite, Metal Sonic, Chaos. They could all pop out and do like an ultimate attack or whatever.
That is, yeah. I like the idea of like recreate or like bringing back the original boss fight with Eggman, where he's on a
Mhm.
ship and then the little chain is dangling down. That would be really nice. I don't know how effective it would be, but like just something to recreate those old boss
You
fights.
mean you don't want the boss fight from when you play Puyo Puyo?
I don't
Really
remember
quick.
that one. I don't remember
I don't know if that
one.
was just in Sonic Mania or if they like recreated that from an old.
That
'Cause
was Sonic
Mania.
Mean Bean Machine. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was. I know Sonic Mania was like some levels from old games, but then new levels too. So I don't know.
Sure,
Sonic Mania is the most of a 2D Sonic I've really played as an adult. As a kid, I played Sonic a lot, but I don't really remember it too much.
I haven't tackled.
We're kind of getting off
2D.
topic here.
All right, well, let me ask you this. With every single new character, typically music gets involved, a new stage, sometimes even like a new spirits. And we do have a lot of Sonic spirits as well. And the most important thing, my favorite thing, is the Mii costumes. Now, we do have Knuckles as a meme costume. I guess it doesn't...
Eggman got in. If Eggman got in, I'd want his stage to be the egg fleet or the egg carrier, which I think the egg fleet would be a cool stage. I think from Sonic Heroes, maybe it's a moving stage where like you're on one ship and then eventually you like get dropped off and it flies away and you're on a different ship that has different platforms, and then maybe like the robots that he builds comes out and they're just like kind of on the stage like and you can fight them too and what have you. And then for Mii costumes, I don't know if Metal Sonic's not a Mii costume, right?
No, it's not. No.
Yeah, so like Metal Sonic Chaos would be good for villains. Whatever that red dude was from Colors.
Knuckles?
I don't remember.
Oh, the armadillo.
No, it's in Sonic Colors. There were like these like new enemies that were like I don't remember what they were. You can.
Are you thinking of Lost World?
I think they were in Lost World, but they showed up in Colors.
What? I don't remember any of this.
Bosses. Sonic Colors bosses. Sonic Colors was great.
I haven't played it completely.
Oh, Sonic Colors was fun. Where is Sonic Colors villains? Yeah, this red dude with the horns. And then there's a big yellow one that looks all dumb. There's a green one.
This
that
was
looks
in
too
okay,
sexy.
yeah. This was in Lost World.
The Deadly Six, that's what they're called.
Yeah. Now I remember them.
Yeah, but they started in Sonic Colors, right?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, they totally did. They totally started in Sonic Colors, I think. Maybe not. I thought they did.
I could have sworn they're in Lost World.
Zavok is his name.
Zavok sounds familiar.
Huh.
Yeah.
I thought it was from Colors. I'm just wrong, I guess.
It's the Wii U version, yeah. Well, all right.
So that would be a good Mii costume too.
I
don't remember that guy's name, but his design stands out.
I feel like a lot of
Wisp.
people are Wisp. Like
yeah,
they would make great spirits, to be completely honest.
Yeah, spirits, absolutely. Tails, I don't know if Tails is already a Mii costume. I don't think
is.
they are.
He is. I believe.
He might have been on the Wii U, but I don't think he is anymore.
Yeah.
Silver the Hedgehog.
Silver's a great Mii costume. Yeah.
Does he do anything? Does Silver do anything anymore?
How do you think his intro cutscene, Mr. Eggman, would be introduced into Smash?
Oh,
like that's something I feel like we would need to brainstorm a lot.
It'd be like Sonic is like all of the fastest characters are like trying to run this marathon or something, like they're getting ready to do a race, and Sonic's just like obliterating them, and then once he gets to the finish line,
they're all at the Olympics. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah, Eggman, like he bestows him with the gold, and then he just punches him in the face. Punches that would Sonic right in the face. Yeah. That
would be cool. Or like maybe like the Egg Fleet comes in, and then Eggman's like says something funny and like. And Eggman.
My name's Eggman.
Shell, or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, all right. So, should we get to final thoughts of Eggman, whether or not he can make it into Smash? Unless we want to move into his moveset at all. I know you mentioned a little, but like, I think that's figure out how we can even flesh out his moveset, because it's
I definitely think it would a lot of it would do with his like his different boss fights through the 2D Sonic games, and I guess even the 3D Sonic games, but I think those are a little bit more iconic of him being in his little pod and like going into a different robot or something.
Do you think people are going to call him a Bowser Jr. clone? That kid. Look, I think that's the best way you can do Eggman is put him in the pod. But I think that's going to upset all of He's just about an echo. He's an echo.
Yeah, I mean, they would definitely need to make him a lot more different.
Sure.
And I would definitely like to see him, not just. I don't think they could just make him switch into a different thing for each like smash attack or whatever. So I think he'd probably be in his thing mostly, and then maybe for some special moves you would do that, or even maybe just save that for the final smash. But other than that, I feel like he'd probably get like a projectile of some sort.
That makes sense. Yeah. I'm trying to think of all of like the boss fights with Eggman. All that are coming to mind are the Sonic Boom boss fights, because that was the one I played recently. And I'm like,
played that game recently?
I did play that game recently.
I still own that game unwrapped from its cellophane. I refuse to open it. I got it for Christmas a few years ago, and I'm never opening it.
I love that game so much. I honestly love that game a lot. All right, well, final thoughts. Dr. Eggman, what are the odds? High, low? What are we thinking here?
I think the odds are medium high.
Medium high,
just
like
because
a 5 or 6.
Yeah, it fits the villain stuff quite a bit. He's very iconic, just like Mario to Bowser, Sonic to Eggman. Like, I think it just fits. And Sonic's the only playable character from his series. And unless
we do need another rep,
yeah.
No,
and unless there's like stuff behind the scenes where Sega doesn't really want to add anymore, which I don't think is true. There's not. What did Sakurai say? He said there hasn't been any company that said no to us. Like everyone has said, like
everyone wants to be in Smash. I get it, yeah.
So I don't think it would be that much of an issue. They did say that Nintendo picked these characters, and then Sakurai kind of got some say into it.
Mm-hmm.
So I could definitely see Nintendo being like, okay, maybe if there's some new Sonic stuff coming out, he comes in. But Sonic hasn't had that, hasn't had a great game, like
in a while,
breaking game in a while. So they might not even think of Eggman. So
I liked Sonic Racers. That was a fun game. It's not a traditional Sonic game, but like still.
Oh yeah. I mean like a mainline, just like Sonic game that was like
that's
fantastic.
Fair. That's honestly fair.
So that's why I think he knocks a few points, is that Sonic hasn't been super prevalent recently. So
Sonic movie was very successful.
Sonic movie, yes.
If we're going outside of the realm of game, like Sonic's still like a very iconic like video game character. Even
absolutely,
like the new
down.
Netflix movie coming out, and like Sonic just got a new voice. Isn't it Sonic's like 30th anniversary? It's not 30th. Jesus, it's got to be like his 25th, right?
I don't know.
It's older than Pokemon's, and it's Pokemon's 25th anniversary.
It's his 25th anniversary.
Pokemon's.
No, it'll be Sonic's 30th anniversary. Yeah.
This year? Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whether or not that factors into whether they're getting a new rep is a good question. But yeah. I think there are good odds of getting Eggman into.
I do want to say I do feel like it might be a Pokemon that's coming out. I think
fair.
a Pokemon might be the next character added, just because it's Pokemon and it's the 30 or whatever the anniversary this year. So I do think it's probably going to be a Pokemon. Of what it is, I have no idea. But
that's fair. Yeah. That's fair. On Eggman, whether I think Eggman's going to make it into Smash, I would give it probably a 5 or a 6. Yeah. I think they're going really outlandish with all these picks, throwing some curveballs at us, because I honestly wasn't seeing Sephiroth coming. I thought it was going to be Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh I did not see that.
That blew my mind. I know, was right? Like, what?
I don't play Final Fantasy too often.
I'm playing through every single Final Fantasy.
I
on my
saw
Twitch
that.
streams.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, go watch
follow me
watch
at
Nathan.
That's
Go watch.
twitch.tv/JasonSport.
Yeah, so I don't know. I was a little like, I was like, okay, cool, good job, you know, Final Fantasy fans. And then I uploaded that reaction video. People hated it, man. There's like 50% loves, 50% like, you don't like Sephiroth, get out of here. I'm like, oh, okay, I like, good on you guys.
I flipped out. I was so freaking excited.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's nice. And I really enjoy playing him a lot. He is quite fun.
Good. I haven't played him yet. I actually haven't booted up a Smash and Oil. Yeah. Anyway, so let's move on to the next character that we had ready. Unless we have any final thoughts on Eggman.
Nope, I think that's pretty much it.
I think that's all we got.
I just really want to see that egg boy.
The egg boy would be nice. The egg would be nice. All right, so here's my character that I wanted to present. Doom Guy. I really want to see Doom Guy make it into Smash.
How do you feel he would work with how much blood and guts that he deals with?
that is a very good point.
I immediately have this image, and you know, they would totally reference the meme of Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal coming out on the same day.
I love the meme.
But all I can think of is Doom Guy pulling out his chainsaw and just like diving into Isabelle with the chainsaw. And I'm like, no!
So, I mean, that is a very good point of content. Doom is very much a very mature game. That being said, Doom is a very big game. I mean, it's huge, right?
And I mean, there are characters from M-rated games in there. I mean, Solid Snake.
You see Bayonetta, yeah. All these people that have like guns and weapons that are in Smash.
Right, and which I know in the past, Sakurai said, I don't want to put guns in here, which was for Brawl.
Yeah.
And so Snake just has a bunch of explosives. But Joker got a gun now.
Fox had a gun. Like,
that's a laser. It's a laser. It's not a bullet.
Oh my god.
So I definitely think they're probably more fine with putting like shotgun or rifle or whatever. You know?
I think they will try to cartoon it down if they were to introduce Doom Guy, and his moveset has really advanced over the years. With his newest game, he's got the grappling hook, and I think that could play a good part inside of a lot of the flow of playing the new Doom games is doing your I forget the name of what they're called, but it's like the enemy starts glowing and you use a melee and he does like a super move on him and kills him, so he'll like and he was playing Doom Eternal, and one of my favorite ones is he like goes like this down on their head, and their head like goes into their shoulders. It's so funny. But like Mario! But I mean things like that where like I feel like his grabs would be really good, where he'd do stuff like that and like really hurt them. Maybe not send them flying as much, but he does a lot of damage to them. But you know, I feel like he could have a lot of melee moves. Like he does that in the game like a lot. So sure, yeah. I mean, I think he would definitely be a more heavy character. Yeah, and like I mean, there's such
really? You think he'd be heavy and slow?
Yeah, no, a little more. Well,
because like a big
got a
part
lot
of
weight
Doom
to him.
Is
you jump down and you know.
Well, yeah.
I mean?
If you stop moving in those games, you die. Like you have to constantly be moving.
That is true. Yeah.
You'll die. So I wonder, because I could see him being slow like that, but I wonder if they would maybe go for him to be a little bit lighter.
That's right.
Because you know he'd be kind of like a glass cannon. He'd be really strong, but kind of light and easy to kill, because he's pretty easy to kill. You know, in his games. So
that's very true. That's very true. Yeah. So like mixing Doom Guy, this is the biggest problem with what I see with Doom Guy joining, is like actually just having him be along the lines of like Animal Crossing, you know, Villager, Pokemon. He's this very mature man. Like the closest thing I can really see him be like, would you say he's in a different category than Solid Snake and Bayonetta? Because those are the more mature characters inside of Smash. But Doom Guy's kind of in his own like like a step above those characters in
I
the
think
the maturity.
I think he's fairly close to Solid Snake,
Okay.
but I don't think that deters from it because Steve from Minecraft is in it, and he is so like he's still E for everyone, but he's
Sure.
so different looking and different from all the characters that I don't think that's really
Well, I'm talking more about his maturity rate, right? Because the way that Doom Guy kills an enemy, they do it over the top, which like
Yeah.
that makes it incredible. But that's also kind of like an identifying like point with Doom Guy is that he's so mature and graphic with his over the top kills. Is that going to translate well to Smash? Because
Yeah, I
obviously
mean, I
they
think
can't do that.
I think it'd be super easy for them. I mean, they could do shotgun, and they don't have to do blood or anything. Like it just knocks them back, like in
Sure,
this little
yeah.
thing. So, like they've done it with Joker. Joker's literally shooting them with a pistol, but they're just like like
That is
know,
fair.
so
That is
I
fair.
feel like it's pretty easy to
To
not
scale it back a bit.
yeah, and then make it still feel like the character. Like
Yeah.
he could have these like brutal like bashing attacks. They still feel brutal, but they're not like bloody and gory. I don't think it needs to have that to be Doom Guy.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like they could do that. On that note, I feel like in the thought of like his influence on video games as a whole, I wonder if they just choose between him or Master Chief.
That's another good point. Yeah.
Yeah, should they? Because Halo's still M, but it's not as bloody and gory like you were saying.
That's very true.
They're kind of similar. They're like a dude in armor, and then
I feel like either one or the other would make it into Smash, either Doom Guy or Master Chief. If we were to have both take up a slot, people would be like, "What the cuss, Nintendo?" Yeah. So that's a great point of contention because you could probably argue that Master Chief is a little bit more of an icon than Doom Guy because he plays such a great part into Microsoft. And you know,
absolutely,
they're both Microsoft characters. Like Doom just got bought by Microsoft. So if they were to present one character over the other for Nintendo, why not Master Chief?
Right. Yeah, I definitely think that would be what would happen. And I wonder because let me pull up who's. I need to pull up the like fighter list of who's all come out already.
Mm-hmm. Because we already do have a lot of Microsoft characters as well. We got Banjo-Kazooie, Steve from Minecraft. Even a Microsoft character was inside this representation already. Steve is Microsoft. So to pick another Microsoft rep, I feel like we need to like branch out a little more with Microsoft.
Yeah. I definitely. I wonder. I don't know.
And with Microsoft too. I mean, like Master Chief, he's got the energy sword. He's got the
gravity hammer.
Yeah, the gravity hammer.
Lots of fun
Doom
weapons.
Guy has the BFG, which is a very that's an awesome
that
weapon.
Would be his.
Yeah.
That would be.
That'd be his
guy's
final smash. Definitely.
Yeah. What about his stage or costumes? What do you got on that?
Oh, so much could be done with the costumes. Even with his like alternative costumes, Emmy costumes, but with his alternative costumes, there's so many different versions of Doomslayer.
Oh yeah, okay, that's another question. Do you think his character name would be Doom Guy or Doomslayer?
I think it's Doom Guy. They gotta do Doom Guy, right?
Yeah.
I think that would be the way to go. But what if they'd like dip into like Doom 3's like assets of the more like serious Doom? I don't know. I think they should probably stay away from that. The more like fun beat 'em up kind of like or outlandish Doom is the more iconic character. So stay away from Doom 3. I mean, you can dip into it a little for his movesets, but like I think it would be a lot more popular sticking with Doomslayer's weapons and he's amassed over the years, and there's a lot of good out there.
His chainsaw would definitely, I think, be a big move.
That'd be really cool. And I think the BFG would have to be his final smash, right?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think they could do that, or maybe it'd be like his neutral B, and that's like a charge up shot or something of some
yeah,
sort.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Oh, you
Man.
know what? And I guess we didn't even think about they've been adding all these new interesting mechanics to each character.
Oh,
Do
that
you
is
think Doom would
true.
have like a different? I guess he would have like gasoline for his chainsaw, maybe. So
Mm-hmm.
he'd have to refill that,
Yeah,
and
all
then but
these new characters have different mechanics. Man, would that play in with Doom's? I mean, I think they could do a lot with the grappling hook.
hmm
But whenever I think of Doom, I don't think of the grappling hook. It's
right,
just like it's a fun new mechanic. I don't think about it too often.
right,
But
yeah, it's not much of a staple to him
mhm,
uh, as it is until just like recently.
sure, yeah.
If it's even a staple, like it's just something he's got now. So
With if you were to get a new stage, what would you think? The older Doom or the newer Doom?
yeah, I think they'd probably do newer. I'm sure they just do like the laboratory on Mars or whatever,
Sure,
and
yeah.
everything's burning around them. I think
Mhm.
it'd be probably a pretty basic stage.
Well, I was thinking of like what the newest Doom, the first level, when you see all these like these giant beings in the sky that are walking around and
Oh
stomping
yeah, yeah, they
everywhere,
could
and
totally do that for
I
yeah.
I
That'd
was
be
thinking that'd
really
be
cool.
really cool, yeah. And with like meat costumes, a while back there was this supposed leak of some of the meat costumes for Doom. There was that one eyeball floating guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
so
make them different demons from that
sure,
game would be really
yeah.
cool.
I
They already
do.
put the like floating fish eyeballs from Kid Icarus. I feel like they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
Those things are freaky.
They're I don't like them. I hate them a lot actually. So I do think it's very interesting comparing it. I know this isn't a micro like a Master Chief episode, but like that is a great point of contention. These characters are so similar.
hmm
Um, I think that would actually devalue Doom's representation of
Right. Yeah. So
joining
this would
Smash.
be going into what are the
Comparing,
odds you think of him getting in, factoring in all that stuff.
yeah, I mean, yeah, because he's just 100% iconic. Whether or not he's more iconic than
Oh
this
yeah.
other character is,
I mean,
is a,
he was very Doom was such a influential game on games for video games as a whole.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
of course,
but so is
100%.
Halo. So is
Yeah,
Halo. Uh,
Halo is a very big like couch multiplayer kind of.
hmm
So it's just like, man, how do we even compare these two? You know?
Yeah, I know.
So like, I don't know, man. All right. Any final thoughts? Spirits that we can probably see coming in. There's a lot of like stuff that Doom can tap into with the
Oh
spirits.
yeah, I
There's a
mean
lot
all
of
the
iconic.
demons would be
Oh yeah,
yeah, all the
100%.
bosses and whatnot. I personally haven't played through. I've never beaten any of the Doom games, but I've played a lot of them. So I mean, whatever bosses there would be could be spirits and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I definitely think it'd be a lot of fun just to put like the like an imp as a knee
Sure.
costume, the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
eyeball
yeah,
guy, like you said. There's these ones with like the big chompy mouths. That would be cool.
yeah. And we can even have Doomslayer's costume itself as a me costume. You know what I mean?
Oh
So you
yeah,
can
yeah,
just
for
dress your
sure.
me up as, yeah, because
Yeah,
that one would definitely, like, that's a no-brainer. I guarantee
yeah.
they
I
would do
wonder
that.
if maybe Master Chief gets in and then Doomslayer gets a me costume
There,
instead.
that would
That,
be, yeah. I mean, that would make everyone more or less like on the
oh yeah.
happy side, yeah. Just because, like, man, no, I love me costumes. I utterly like if just getting any representation for any game
hmm
inside, like Rex. I love Rex, love him to death. If he stays as a me costume, I'll be fine, you know. But yeah, it's just like if that happens, no matter what, I think I'd be satisfied of like both of these representations, like making it into Smash.
Right.
Okay, so what are the odds? What are we thinking? Doomslayer. Can
What are
he
you
make it?
thinking?
I'm thinking a four. A four. Definitely
Or
because the Master Chief thing. Um I think they would pick Master Chief over Doomslayer, but I could be
Yeah, I think
incredibly
a
wrong.
4 as well.
Yeah.
I think a 4 as well. That's just probably like 4, 5 or something like that. But yeah, definitely thinking from the Master Chief angle, I think it's probably more likely that Master Chief would get in if he does, and then Doomslayer would be a Mii costume.
Yeah.
That just makes the most sense to me. And then they'd probably do Doomslayer and like an imp as a Mii costume, and you get 2 things right there. So yeah, maybe we just next episode's got to be Master Chief now, I guess.
Maybe, yeah. Like Jesus Christ, man. All
Well,
right, well,
I mean, we kind of talk about him here, so it don't matter.
all right, well, thank you guys all for joining. Make sure you join Nathan. He streams a lot. Nathan, you're streaming Final Fantasy right now.
Yeah, well, so every Friday I'm streaming. I'm going to go through every single Final Fantasy game. And then Thursday, did I say Friday?
You said Friday.
Thursday, I'm streaming Final Fantasy. Every other Friday, I stream. Sundays, I stream. And I just kind of stream. I for sure stream. I'm so bad at this. I stream every Sunday and Thursday. And then I stream every other Friday. And then every now and then I just stream. Like, I'm probably going to stream right after we finish this so I can beat Majora's Mask on stream. So
that's nice.
If you're watching this, I've already beaten it.
Well, yeah, this will probably go up later. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Nathan will be on this channel a lot. I assume a lot more on What Are the Odds. So if you guys like this kind of content, subscribe here. And also go visit Nathan's channel. He has a YouTube channel as well.
I don't post very much over there. I try.
So thanks again for joining us today. We'll see you in another episode. Goodbye.